Now let's meet our last batch of semi-finalists. Miles, welcome back. How are you doing?
I'm good.
How does it feel to be back, here for the semi-final?
Feels great.
How confident are you that you will be a finalist?
Very.
All right, I'm glad to hear. Shamal, how are you doing?
Good.
How does it feel to be here? Are you nervous? You look nervous.
No.
Yeah? How are you feeling right now? Tell me.
Excited.
All right. So how confident are you that you'll be moving to the finals?
Pretty confident.
So Ryan, how are you?
I'm good.
How do you feel right now?
I feel quite nervous.
And how confident are you that you will be moving to the finals?
Like 75%.
All right, I'm glad to hear. Joseph, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Oh, you sound fine. You sound very excited already. How confident are you that you'll be moving to the finals?
Believe it or not, I'm actually a bit nervous for this.
Yes?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, just have faith, okay?
All right.
So we have 60 questions instead of 40 this time. Of course, you have 4 contestants. Everything else remains the same. Remember to have your hands to your side in order to give your opponents a fair chance. 2 persons will be moving into the finals from this segment of the semi-finals. All right? That is the first and second top scorers. If there's a tie between the first and second top scorers, we won't be doing a bonus round because we don't need to do a tiebreaker. However, if 3 or more persons tie, we will be doing a bonus round. All right? Let's start with mathematics.
No.
Indira is 22 years old and Sonia is 11 years old. When Sonia is 22 years old, how old will Indira be? Contestant number 1.
33 years old.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Science.
True or false? The moon shines brightly at night because it produces its own light. Contestant number 1.
False.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Social studies.
What is the meaning of the Amerindian word mashamani? Contestant number 3.
It means celebration after hard cooperative work.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Mathematics.
What sign completes the following expression? 1/3, 1/6. Contestant number 3.
More than.
That is correct. Let's proceed to English, please. Identify the word in the following sentence which needs to be capitalized. My teacher, Mrs. Gray, wrote a letter outlining the reason for the missing book. Contestant number 1.
Gray.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Science.
What is the chemical symbol of ice? Contestant number 3.
H2O.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Mathematics.
The highest common factor of 18 and 48 is contestant number 2.
8.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It will be 6. All right. Let's proceed to science, please. Which process in the water cycle fills up lakes, rivers, and seas? Contestant number 1.
Water cycle.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It would be precipitation. Remember, it's asking you for the process in the water cycle. All right? Let's go to English, please. Identify the word or words in the following sentence which should have an apostrophe. The grades awarded by the teachers were questioned by the students' parents. Contestant number 1.
Students.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
I would like to go to science.
Which part of the seed stores food for the young plant? Contestant number 2.
Cotyledon.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Science.
How often does a revolution of the Earth take? Contestant number 4.
Once every 365 and a quarter days.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Science.
The process by which a caterpillar becomes a butterfly is called? Contestant number 1.
Metamorphosis.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Science.
Name the largest terrestrial mammal. Contestant number 4.
The elephant.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Science. Stay in science.
The planet with the most moons is. Contestant number 2.
Saturn.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer would have been Jupiter. Let's proceed to social studies, please. True or false? The first people to grow rice in Guyana were the Europeans. Contestant number 1.
False.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Science.
In a second-class lever, where is the load located? Contestant number 3.
In the middle.
We're going to accept the answer because of how the question is structured. However, the exact answer we're looking for is between the effort and the fulcrum. All right? Great. So go ahead and select your next category, please.
Science.
The part of the seed that grows into the shoot is this. That's number 4.
The plumule.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
English.
Use the most appropriate word to complete the sentence. He is the most intelligent among. Contestant number 4.
Us.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Stay in English.
What is the plural form of the word furniture? Contestant number 2.
Furniture.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Science.
When you inhale, the major muscle that contracts is where? Contestant number 4.
The diaphragm.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Go to English.
The statement, "The squeeze is sometimes as deadly as the bite," is an example of which literary device? Contestant number 2.
Metaphor.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It would be the simile. Remember, it uses the word as. It compares to, all right? Let's proceed to mathematics, please. If John was 12 years old in 2010, in what year was he born? Contestant number 2.
2008.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It would be 1998. Let's go to social studies, please. DeAndre lives with his mother, sisters, and brother. Sometimes his grandmother spends the weekend with them. To which family type does DeAndre belong? Go ahead, contestant number 3.
Single parent family.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Science.
Muhammad quickly withdrew his hand when it came into contact with a hot pot. Which body system caused this reaction? Contestant number 1.
Nervous system.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Stay in science.
True or false? Mango is an example of a monocotyledonous plant. Contestant number 1.
False.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category,
Stay in
please.
science.
The outmost layer of our planet is called the. Contestant number 4.
The crust.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category.
English.
An antonym for the word vanished is. Contestant number 4.
Appeared.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Stay in English.
Identify the type of sentence. The old man cherished the gift he received from his grandchildren. Contestant number 1.
Declarative sentence.
That is correct. It could also be called a statement. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Science.
Oxygen makes up roughly something percent of the Earth's atmosphere. Contestant number 4.
21%.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
English.
Choose the compound word in the following sentence. The servant carried the suitcase to the vehicle. Contestant number 1.
Suitcase.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Mathematics.
3 yards is equal to how many feet? Contestant number 4.
1 foot.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It would be 9 feet. So far, we've exhausted science, so let's go to social studies, please. Emancipation Day signified the end of. Contestant number 4.
Slavery.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Stay in English.
Identify the word in the following sentence that is spelt incorrectly. The government has distributed relief supplies to all the victims of the disaster. Contestant number 2.
Relief.
That is correct. Let's go to mathematics, please. 16.45 to 1 decimal places. Contestant number 1.
16.5.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
English.
What is another word for elderly? Contestant number 3.
Old.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Mathematics.
A triangle has two angles of 55 and 35 degrees. What is the size of the third angle? Contestant number 4.
90 degrees.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
English.
What is the singular form of the word equipment? Contestant number 4.
Equipment.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Stay in English.
An antonym for the word accepted is? Contestant number 4.
Declined.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Stay in English.
Which pronoun would you use to refer to a group of people? Contestant number 4.
Them.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
English.
State a synonym for the bracketed word in the following sentence. The dancer's performance pleased the crowd. Contestant number 4.
Satisfied.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category.
Go to the last English question.
All right. Identify the type of sentence. Go to the head teacher's office and wait there. Contestant number 4.
Imperative.
That is correct. All right, so we've exhausted English and science categories. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Mathematics.
How many edges does a cuboid have? Contestant number 4.
12.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Maths.
Denelli has 80 plums. If 20 are ripe, what percentage of the plums are green? Contestant number 4.
25%.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It will be 75%. Let's go to social studies, please. What is the name of the first female president of Guyana? Contestant number 1.
Janet Jagan.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Social studies.
Which CARICOM country is still ruled by Britain? Contestant number 3.
Montserrat.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Stay in social studies.
What is the largest river in Guyana? Contestant number 1.
Essequibo River.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Stay in social studies.
What is the name of the national monument in Berbice that commemorates the arrival of the first indentured laborers from India? Contestant number 4.
The Indian Arrival Monument.
That is correct. Or the arrival monument. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Social studies.
What is the name of the river that forms the border between Guyana and Suriname? Contestant number 1.
Quarantine.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Social studies.
Name the 6 Amerindian tribes. Contestant number 4.
The Wai, Wapishana, Arawaks, Caribs. Sorry, I don't know the rest.
Alright, so you're on the right track. The missing 2 would have been the Waraos and the Makushi. Let's proceed to mathematics, please. The product of 9 and 7 is, that's number 2.
Six is 3.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Social studies.
What is the name of the national holiday celebrated on May 1st in Guyana? That's number 3.
Labor Day.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category, please.
Mathematics.
A circle has a radius of 7 cm. What is its circumference? That's number 4.
42.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer would have been 44 cm.
Cool.
All right. Let's go to social studies, please. Which uprising in Guyana was between the East Indians and colonial police? That's number 2.
The Gabia riot.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It would have been the Enmore Martyrs uprising or strike. Right, let's go to mathematics, please. If a ball costs $850 and a bat costs $3,300, how much more does the bat cost than the ball? That's number 3.
$2,550.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It would have been $2,450. Let's proceed to social studies, please. The ocean located near Peru is the... That's number 1.
Atlantic Ocean?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Oh.
It would be the Pacific Ocean. Let's proceed to mathematics, please. How many decades are there in a millennium? That's number 4.
10 decades.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. It would be 100.
Gosh.
All right. All right, let's go to social studies, please. Which climatic zone is the hottest? That's number 4.
The tropical zone.
That is correct. Go ahead and select your next category.
Social studies.
So this is the last social studies question. In Guyana, who does not attend cabinet meetings? That's number 2.
The president.
That is correct. Let's proceed to mathematics. Which is larger, 3.05 or 22/7? That's number 2.
22/7.
That is correct. And the last question for this segment of the semi-finals. 17.193 rounded to the nearest hundredths is... That's number 3.
17.19.
That is correct. Alright, so based on the scores, the 2 persons advancing to the finals for Whiz Kids 2023 are Joseph and Miles. Congrats, guys. To the other 2 contestants, thank you so much for participating. You should be proud because you've made it this far. Thank you and good luck on your National Grade 6 assessment. There you have it, the final round for the semi-finals for Whiz Kids 2023. Miles and Joseph will be proceeding to the finals to compete for the title of Whiz Kids Champion 2023. Tune in then to see which of the 6 finalists will be crowned the champion. I am Ramona Luti. Thank you for tuning in.
This round of the competition was harder than the last round, and honestly, I'm surprised that I managed to win the competition, but I'm happy to be advancing to the finals.
Yes, I think it is far more competitive than the previous round. I was very excited. It feels great. I'm excited to win.